Hi everyone and welcome back to Alejandro HD, and today I thought I would talk about Tokyo Dark Remembrance. This was a very interesting game for me to play. Um, I'm not a I'm not the biggest fan of a 2D scroller game, and I think that's something that's really important here. In my opinion, in modern times, in the 21st century, but like we shouldn't really be playing 2D scroller games anymore. That, in my opinion, feel is more of like a past thing. Like we had that. We had the Game Boys and Mario and all that sort of stuff. And we're in a 3D world now. We're in a virtual world now. So to play a 2D scroller game at this in this time was a bit of a leap for me. But what really took me by surprise with this game was the storyline. I had read the synopsis on the PlayStation uh, store, so you got the. I was bored one day, and I was like, "What game do I want to play? What game do I want to buy?" Going down the list, and so, I saw this one, and I was like, "Huh, that's interesting." So I thought, like, I'll read the synopsis. I'll watch the the trailer as you will. It's not really a trailer. It's more like a video game trailer, whatever that is these days. So I got into it and I was like, this story is actually quite gripping. Detective, trying to figure out what happened to her partner and all that sort of stuff, and I was like, okay, that looks great. I'll watch the video. I started watching the video, and it's just all 2D scrolling, running around the sides and all that sort of that's not really my thing. So I gave it such a wide berth for such a long time, and then I saw it was on sale. I was like, well, I do like a sale, and the story was just pushing me. Like, multiple endings, um, very very deep character and all that sort of stuff, and it was like I think I remember it was like £11 or something. So I thought, yeah, I'm gonna take the plunge. So I took the plunge, and I'm very glad that I took the plunge on this one. One thing that took me by surprise was just how in depth the dialogue is. With these games, you find that dialogue can get a bit stale, a bit repetitive. But with this, there was so many unique things. There was the monitor to sort of track your character's mental health. I thought that was very interesting. I haven't seen anything like that since like Fahrenheit. Um, the fact that you could sort of it's a bit cliche at this point because so many games do it now, but you can choose your own path, and there was many different endings as well, um, which took me by surprise. I thought, oh well, there must be just a good ending, bad ending, but no, there's so many endings, 15 in total, I think. 15 endings. It's like wow. You scratch the surface, and you go along, and there's different interactions with characters, and you can give characters good and bad endings as well. From the three characters you meet at the very beginning of the game when you're in the dodgy area when you're looking for your partner, um, like saying things to them can have an impact on the final game. I didn't actually know that at the beginning. What I done was I played it completely blind. I went with my own initiative and my own, what would I do in that situation, which is what I usually do with games, especially around the first playthrough. Detroit Become Human is a good example of that, and Beyond Two Souls. Like I would just choose whatever I believed. What I would do if I was that character, rather than choosing a different option for the sake of a different outcome. So yeah, that was really cool. So just seeing the overall storyline of it, it was actually quite scary as well. With different masks and so on. Like that was, like it popped up, and then there was all the random like jump scare stuff. That was really scary. I didn't like that. I was like, whoa. So there was that. What else? What else I thought? I really liked the way that your character sort of chooses morality. Like in the very beginning when you go to the first bar, and you to try and gain the favor of the barmaid and the dodgy guy in the corner, like you'll take a drink and then you'll loosen up and you'll be like, hey, try to find this guy. Where is he? He's in the sewers. All right, I'm going to go. Or you could be very strict. You'd be like, I'm the police. Where's this guy? And that theme follows all the way throughout the game. You've got the um, cat cafe. That was, and you work with the yakuza to try and force the woman out. Yeah, that was weird. Not weird, but like I think very realistic actually. Uh, which is quite a hard push for this game because it's not very realistic in any sense of the imagination. You, I think as well as actually deals with mental health in a really good way too, because you follow Detective Iota, I think it's, or Iota, and you have to keep an eye on her like mental health status, like her um neurosis, or detective skills, things like that, and like actions you take. Like if you take the pills from the doctor, then you're going to be, your sanity is going to be better, but you're going to sort of mess up your investigation side of things too, which I thought was really interesting. So yeah, so overall, I just want to have a little brain dump about this game. Yeah, 2D scroller games not my thing at all, but this one sort of brought me around a little bit. Graphics, I mean, they were good. They were good. I mean, they were, for what it was. 7 dialogue. I give that a 9 because of the collector and the old guy that you meet in the cafe. With all the sort of philosophical stuff. That was really interesting. Uh, Mechanics and all the sort of different endings. That gets 9. So many different endings. Horror and all these elements are, it really sort of grasps you if you take your time to actually really sit down and play this game. You will be like checking round the back of the sofa, for like ghosts and so on, because it is one of those types of games. So yeah, just overall, I'll give it an 8 overall. If I had to give it a rating for everything, it gets a good 8, and that is positive from me because, like I said at the start of the game, 2D scroll games not my thing at all. But Tokyo Dark Remembrance, a little special hidden gem, and I encourage anyone who likes detective noir stuff, give it a shot. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.